Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my recordings. In this recording, I am going to spend a little time showing you some cool books that I recently picked up from the local comic shop. There is nothing fancy about this video. It is just your regular run-of-the-mill haul. But there's some cool books that I want to share with you guys, and I certainly want to encourage you to stay tuned until the end of this video because there will be a special PSA that I am doing. And it's kind of a help me to help you kind of scenario, so please stay tuned for the end of the video. The very first book that I want to show you is one that I have not yet read, but I'm actually looking forward to reading it because I'm a big fan of this series. It is Marauders, issue number 13. Really cool Storm cover right there. I definitely dig this title, and I'm looking forward to reading this book. Next up, we have some of that Alex Ross goodness. I think the next three are Alex Ross goodness. And I will tell you, I did not purposefully pick these books up. Despite how nice they might be, they were put in my box, my pull list, because by the time they got to my last name, they had already run out of all of the A covers. So I got the B covers instead automatically. So that's why I have these. I don't even know which title this is, but it is Jean Grey. Really cool Phoenix cover right here. This might be the Hellions, maybe? Is this the Hellions? This is the Hellions. And again, another book that I'm enjoying reading, but the Hellions right there. This next one with Beast, I do believe is X-Force. I believe that's what that is. Really cool book right there. Not as nice as the Jean Grey, but definitely a nice piece of artwork. And then potentially one of my favorites, definitely my favorite character, but I dig this one. This is... Again, another Alex Ross, but this one is of Spider-Man, and this is the very special 50th issue of Amazing Spider-Man. I have not yet read this, but I've actually heard some pretty good stuff about this particular issue, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Just really a nice cover to look at. Here is issue number 49. Could not leave the comic shop without picking up the black costume cover, so definitely a cool one. This is a super thick issue. Marvel did it right with the square bound on that one. Another title that I'm reading that I'm really enjoying is this one right here. It is Far Sector. I actually picked up another copy of this one because I dig this one. Just a really cool cover right here, and definitely a cool story that I've been enjoying for some time. Next up, I have 7 Secrets, issue number 3. Cool book right here. This is, again, a fantastic story that I've been enjoying reading. So I have this one. And then I also picked up the Virgin variant of that issue number 3 as well. This is the main character, if you will, and his dad in the background who... Well, let me not say that. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But the Virgin variant, definitely a cool book. Glad to have picked that one up. I think it was like the last one in the shop as well, so definitely a cool one. This is a book that I've been reading that I've been enjoying. It is Stealth issue number 6, and I want to say someone told me that this was actually recently optioned. I have not looked into it myself, but the Stealth character, if you will, in the story are interesting. So it's going to be fascinating to see what they actually do with it, if anything at all. Because remember, just because something is optioned does not mean that a movie or TV show will ever be made. It just means that someone owns it and they are going to do what they're going to do with it. Next up, I have this one right here. It is the Immortal Hulk issue number 38. And I am way behind on this one, but I believe that this one is an homage to a Superman, I believe, cover where he's breaking out of some chains. Definitely a cool little cover right here. I have not read this issue either, but looking forward to checking this one out. So there you go. That is essentially my haul of comics that I picked up from the local comic shop. I told you there was nothing special in the haul, but there is something special that I want to offer up to you. This is the video in which I give you the phrase that allows you to pick up a really cool book from my friends over at Go Collect. For the last 90 some odd weeks, we've basically been giving away CGC Comics every single week. And this is the video in which I'm going to give you the phrase. If you have any questions around this particular giveaway, all you have to do is search right here on YouTube for Regie Collects Go Collect giveaway, and there are videos that will tell you everything that you need to know about the giveaway. None of the rules have changed, but there are still people that don't quite know what the rules are. And so if you check out one of those videos by doing that search, you will learn everything that you need to know. But the giveaway is essentially open to people that are subscribers of the channel, residents of the United States, residents of Canada, or those individuals that have a mailing address in the United States. Those are essentially the only requirements. And using that phrase, you'll be in the running for a pretty solid book. This is Detective Comics number 314. It is an 8.5 with off-white to white pages. I just thought that this was a fantastic cover. You cannot go wrong with the white whale, with the Moby Dick cover on an orangish yellow background. I thought it was a really cool book. This one is from 1963, and this book could indeed be yours. The phrase to get into the contest and to be in the running for this book is Moby Dick. Moby Dick is the phrase that you have to plug in. And like I said, if you don't know where to plug it, if you do that search right here on YouTube for Regie Collects Go Collect giveaway, you will find the details. But it is relatively easy to enter, as you will see in that video. All right, with that said, I want to have you guys stay tuned for a PSA. So I want to take a moment here to do a little bit of a PSA. I have a lot of people that reach out to me on a daily basis. And one of the questions that I am oftentimes asked is, Regie, is this a good deal? And people will literally just send me a photo of a comic and they will ask whether that book is a good deal. And I struggle just a little bit because, as you guys know, I want to be as helpful as possible if I can be of assistance. But when people send me messages like that don't necessarily have all of the proper context, it requires a little more effort and work on my part. Because here's the thing, I am not familiar with every single book, and I certainly don't keep in my head all of the current happenings with our very dynamic market in terms of the latest rumor or what is actually happening with specific prices to the book that I am seeing, nor do I actually know the condition truly of a book from a single photo that someone may send over to me. So here's what I'd ask. If you are reaching out to me to ask if something is a good deal or not, I want to ask you to take a couple of moments to provide me with the full context. In order for me to understand whether something is a good deal or not, I would need to know what is the potential grade that you're giving that book. So you have to do some work to basically do some dirty grading of that comic. You give me your estimation of the grade for that book. You tell me what the FMV is for that book, right? Because you should be able to figure that out once you do your dirty grading. You can figure out the value by using one of the pricing services out there. And then also the other part of it is, what is the current asking price for that book? If someone can provide me with that information, then that helps me to think through with their assistance whether something is a good deal or not. And as I mentioned, I want to be as helpful as I possibly can to people, but they also need to be able to give me some information that allows me to help them think through whether something is a good deal or not. As always, if you guys need me, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and you can do that in one of two ways: on Instagram at Regie Collects, or you can send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com. Take care.